Shortly after the release of an audio recording this past Saturday morning of a conversation that allegedly included.
What if I told you the WNBA might be rigged from the top down? We're not just talking about missed calls or bad refs. This goes way deeper. We're talking power moves, secret payouts, and possible corruption straight from the commissioner's office. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver just dropped a bomb. A leaked list allegedly shows WNBA refs getting direct payments from Kathy Engelbert herself. Yeah, the WNBA commissioner. And it's not just rumors, there's reportedly an audio leak, secret memos, and even an internal investigation. Is this why Caitlin Clark keeps getting targeted with no protection? Are games being manipulated behind the scenes? This could be the biggest scandal the league has ever seen, and if it's true, it could blow the whole operation wide open. So don't blink. This might be the moment the WNBA finally gets exposed. All right, here's what just happened out of nowhere. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver came forward and exposed what might be the biggest scandal in WNBA history. And he didn't do it lightly. This wasn't some vague rumor floating around Twitter. This was a full-on press conference, an official audit, and an actual list of referees allegedly getting paid under the table by, get this, Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA's own commissioner. You heard that right. Payments, bribes, consulting fees disguised as bonuses. And it all reportedly ties back to Engelbert, the league's top boss. The alleged goal? Keep certain players protected, make others invisible. And if that's true, it would explain a whole lot about how the games have been officiated lately, especially when it comes to Caitlin Clark. But here's the real question. Why would the league silence the very players saving it from irrelevance? Who benefits from holding her back? And if refs are getting paid to look the other way, is anything in this league still real? Let's be honest. Caitlin Clark has been getting punished all season. She's been shoved to the floor, slapped across the arms, elbowed in the gut, and the refs just shrug. No whistle, nothing. And every time she shows frustration, they hit her with a tech. It's like the WNBA is trying to send a message. Stay in your place. And yet, Clark's the one drawing sellout crowds. She's the reason your grandma knows what a Fever jersey looks like. She's the reason half the league finally got on national TV. So why does it feel like the system is built to humble her? Now that this memo is out and an investigation is underway, fans are connecting the dots. All those missed calls, the weird double standards, the refs who swallow their whistles when she gets hacked, but blow it immediately if she so much as breathes on someone. This isn't paranoia, it's pattern. So here's the million-dollar question. Was Caitlin Clark being targeted on purpose? Let's talk about Aya Wilson. Look, nobody's denying she's a great player. She's a two-time MVP. She's clutch. But man, that whistle she gets, it's ridiculous. The last Fever Aces game was a masterclass in how to gift wrap an MVP performance. She had 13 free throw attempts. The entire Indiana Fever team combined, barely more than that. And it's not just volume, it's timing. Every time the Fever made a run, boom, whistle, foul. Aya back to the line. It felt like the refs were trying to slow down Indiana's momentum and hand the game to Vegas. Meanwhile, Aaliyah Boston a dominant post presence. Just like Aya could barely buy a foul call. She got hacked all night and walked away with 2 free throws. You see the difference? This ain't just favoritism. This feels like orchestration. Like someone high up wants Aya to shine while Caitlin and Aaliyah fight through concrete just to get noticed. You ever wonder, is the MVP race even legit at this point? Indiana head coach Stephanie White had seen enough. And honestly, who could blame her? She got teed up in the middle of the game after screaming at the officials for, you guessed, at another blown call on Caitlin Clark. But here's the kicker, she was right. The refs had completely ignored contact on a key play. And instead of admitting the mistake, they punished her for speaking up. What kind of message does that send? You can't protect your players. You can't question a bad call. You can't show frustration even when your players are being targeted. And it's not just one call. This is happening over and over again. Refs ignoring fouls, reversing obvious calls on review, and letting physical play go unchecked when it's against certain players. Now ask yourself, why is it the coaches and players getting fined instead of the refs being held accountable? Stephanie White didn't just get a tech. She became a symbol, a coach standing up against what looks more and more like rigged officiating.